Glitz and Glam, Alicia, she claims it's a prank. That's a lie. That is a lie. I don't believe that for a second. And the thing is, you will try, or you can try to fool the masses, but for the most part, most of the masses, that's why I said to you, it's just a handful of people who support, you know, the foolishness. Just a handful of people, right? The one them where them lack understanding, and them themselves lack integrity and dignity and self-respect, and them themselves have low self-esteem, right? So we know that it wasn't a prank. Even the one of the persons who you sent it to posted that it was no prank. It's no prank. She doesn't see it as a prank. She said it was you, right? She recognized the fingers. They look like yours, right? And she said the reason why is because you know the you know the implications. You know the implications. So you are trying to backtrack now, right? The fact that you could say it's a prank and how you gathered these photographs to send it to this person, these ladies. You mentioned something. You chose, this is your own words, you know. You said that the one that you chose, the anus that you chose, it went through a lot of trauma, like it went through a lot. So you chose that one to send to these ladies. You are unladylike and you're classless, and I don't care what nobody wants to say. You are. I was sparing you when I didn't, you know, I wasn't so, you know, descriptive. But you are. You are very classless. And it is so low that the fact that you are going to come and backpedal and backtrack, right? You're going to retract your statement. You're going to basically say it was not your anus, but the same rule applies. You still don't have any morals, no values, no nothing. You don't have. For a female of girls, and I repeat it, for a female, a mother of 2 beautiful children, to go onto the internet and access photographs of somebody's anus, right? And to even send them to, you say they send it to your mother or some husband, don't know whose husband, but I hear you mention some husband, and maybe a co-worker of yours or a friend of yours or whatever. Even that, when it's within itself, it's quite shocking to know that you'll still have people who surround you and they agreed to this. The fact that they agreed to this, I am not surprised that you are the way you are, because there's no way on God's green earth that I could ever, knowing the type of mom that I have, there's no way I could ever take a photograph of somebody's anus and send it to my mother, right? Or to any friend. There's no friend. And I mean absolutely not one friend, not one co-worker, not one colleague, not a husband, no one, no family member I could ever take a photograph from the internet of somebody's anus and send it to these people in my life and say I'm going to send it as a prank, and they would agree for me to send it. So you see what I'm saying? Sometimes we, if this is true, we are a product of our environment, because these are the types of things that our parents agree to. That's why when you see adults behaving the way that they're behaving in today's society, sometimes you cannot blame them. It's because of, it's how they were raised. Because if your mother agreed to this, it's saying a lot. Because I watched you on camera where you pull down your trousers halfway and you turn your bum to the camera. Your child was there, right? So what a coincidence that the next day, right, a photo of an anus magically appears in these two ladies' inbox. To which I will repeat, the lady said that it was no prank. I listened to her, I read her post, I listened to her. She said it was not a prank. Right? So the joke, my dear, is nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found. That is not something that you should, that is not a prank that you should do. You understand? That is not an act that you should do just because you're at odds. Because remember, you're at odds with these people. So for you to send a photograph of an anus and say that it's a prank, there's no way that we, the sensible ones, will believe that. Never. Right? It's disgusting. Prank or no prank, it is disgusting. And like I said, it is not a prank. It is disgusting. And if that's the way how you are teaching your children to resolve conflict, then you're not teaching them anything at all. You're not teaching them anything at all, because if they are having feud with someone and you decide that, okay, you know, well, they can decide that, oh, you know what, I saw my mom doing this, you know, so I'm just going to send it to her as a joke. That's not okay. You could be the best mom in the whole wide world, the most successful businesswoman, which I commend you in that department. But this is telling. This says a lot about you. That's why when I say to you, material things is nothing. You think that material things is material things. You think that it is everything. It's not. My grandmother taught me good character carry right throughout the world. A good character can open up doors. I've even experienced that myself recently. And for those of you who are watching this video, you yourself, you know that to be true. I've experienced that recently just because of my character. It has opened up doors. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't let anybody influence you to do these types of acts, these types of behaviors, to be a certain way. Don't do it. And I always say, when you have your platform, you do not know who is watching, right? You do not know who is watching, and you don't know how your actions can affect you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is, for a businesswoman, right, and a mother of two beautiful girls to send a photograph and now to say, come back and say it's a prank, right? It still doesn't paint you in a better light. I think it makes it worse. See, not smart. Not smart. You have a go at intelligent people or smart people. You are not smart, because you just placed your friends in it or your mom in it. You understand? So now people will be looking at her with a side eye, like, really? You signed her off? You know, you agreed to her sending, you know, an anus. The worst, a very traumatized anus as well. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the time? You know, I don't even understand how you do that. You know, God has blessed you, you know, with a business, a booming business, you know, to the point where you can buy a house. And yes, I said a beautiful house, because in comparison to what you're living in now, which is really beautiful, versus to what I can just imagine where you're going is going to be beautiful, because you seem like you have good taste. You understand? So how did you end up here? How did you end up here? People will not want to do business with you, right? People will not want to spend their money with you. people who may have seen you on the internet or seen your products, you know, they'll be thinking, I'm curious. I heard that her products, they're really good or whatever. But based on what, I know her to be about, I've seen her on the blogs or what. I don't want to, you know what? I don't want any of her products. People want to work with people who have dignity and integrity. We should stop celebrating these people. We should stop egging on these people. So when they're wrong, you tell them that they're wrong. You say to them, listen, Lesha, GLITZ, what you did was wrong. Whether it's a prank or whether it's your actual anus, it is wrong. You understand? That's what I would do. It is wrong. I don't want anybody to come and say, oh, she gets a hard time in the media, blah, blah, blah. You should have just text her or whatever. Listen, I don't text people. I don't call people or whatever. A blogger just comes, sits and talk about whatever it is that is in the media. And anything you put out there, you could have said me enough all you want. I don't give a rat's ass about your opinion in that department about me being enough. A blogger, blog and talk, or a social media commentary spokesperson, whatever it is that I call myself. Whatever it is that we see out there, whatever business you have, you take it from outside your house and put it on the internet, whatever feud me see you have, and me feel like talk about it, I dare one of you to stop me. I dare you. Whilst I'm not coming here and I'm not disrespecting any of you, I'm not telling lies on you, right? I'm not degrading you. I am simply describing your actions, right? I'm describing your actions, and the actions, your actions, they're telling, and they will tell the type of person you are, right? So next time, I'm going to implore you to think before you proceed. Think about the implications. Think about yourself. You understand? You think. Because let me tell you something. Don't believe that, you are indispensable or invincible or untouchable, or don't believe that because you are achieving. It is great, but be humble as well. Be humble as well, and be kind, right? Be humble and be kind, because in a split second, in the blink of an eye, it can be taken from you. I posted about it. I said, be forever humble, right? And forever grateful. Don't come on social media and behave as if you're better than the next person, because sometimes you think that your material things that you have, sometimes it's nothing in comparison to the person that you think you're better than. Don't be fooled. You understand? Not everybody brags and boasts. Not everybody posts their accomplishments and achievements. Not everybody do that, right? So remain humble, remain grateful, and remain sincere, and stop degrading yourself, because it is telling us that you have a very low self-esteem. And if somebody visits your page and watch and see what you're about, they will tell you, yes, her self-esteem is low, right? When you Google, being as you like to Google, go back and Google what low self-esteem means. You see me? No airs or grace. My natural self, you see? Not just natural. I'm not putting down anybody who enhance or whatever. You know how I feel about that already. You understand? Because I have my friends, they're enhanced. I'm many people I know it. Come on. That's everybody doing them thing now. But this is what I want to show to the world. You can be natural. Love your natural self, your natural skin, right? I have a story that I will share that story. And that because I'm off now. I'll give myself maybe in the next week or so. I will share that story. But you know, if I share that story, I might share the story and it might even affect your own business. Because I'm coming from a health perspective and I'm coming with experience. My own experience. You understand? So even so, it will even affect your business. So I'm sitting here contemplating, do I share this story? Because I can guarantee you, if I share my story, right, it's going to affect your business. And that's not my intention, because I'm not that type of person. You understand? I'm not that type of person. But if I should share my story, it will affect your business. And those of you who know, you know, people who know me, they know that I understand about that type of business. I do. So me, I try to do nothing to myself. I love on myself. I try to love something about myself every day. Any changes, if I go on gray hair, I try to love them. Anything at all about me. If I want to look a line come here, so I try to love it. If I want to look a line come here, so I try to love it. If my body a droop down there, so I try to love it. If I'm a breast, see there, my breast them, see what part then there, so I try to love it. Yeah? Be yourself. See that? Me I have on the right t-shirt. Me lift them up when me ready. Me just get the tape. Somebody said me get it. Me buy the tape. Me just lift them so. I saw me lift them. Yeah? And me gone. I me that again. If not, gone. Me keep them and then see you like so. That's what I am in the business of loving and accepting myself. I'm in the business of teaching people to love themselves. Accept your beauty, your naturalness. So all of you, all those who want to come and say, oh, she ugly, her face tough and all of these things. Sweetheart, I am as beautiful on the inside as I am on the outside. Nobody can tell me about beauty. Beauty is not on the outside, sweetie. Beauty is skin deep. Beauty is within. So nobody can tell me nothing about that. Right? I get told on a regular basis that I'm a lovely person. It might not it might not transfer, you know, on the screen, and it might seem okay, I'm harsh and da-da-da-da. No, I'm just doing what bloggers do. I voice my opinion about whatever. Like I said, you're not going to agree with everything. But Lesha of GLITZ and GLAM, that was no prank to play on someone, because nobody is laughing. And for those of you who are laughing and think it's funny, it's because you think the same or you are the same. That's all I have to say. Take care of yourself. Have a blessed day.